Hey, what's up, everybody? First off, like, this video isn't gonna be too terribly long. I'm not gonna take up a whole lot of you guys' time. And I know I don't really sound it because I'm bad with the weather. I've been kind of today. But I just wanted to come on here and, genuinely say thank you to everybody that I've talked to the last few days that have kind of, put me back in that positive headspace where I was before the drama on YouTube started happening and my life started to get turned upside down. First off, I would very much like to thank one of my best friends that's actually been here from the very jump, even before the beginning of everything. My best friend since 2008, Brittany, thank you so much for being there for me and, showing your love and support for me. Even during all this crazy stuff, you still, you stuck by me. Even with all this crazy shit going on, like, you still have had my back, and I can't thank you enough for that. Like, even when I wanted to give up, you didn't let me. You kept going and telling me, hey, you need to do this. When I was at the brink of actually taking my own life, you were the one to, actually pull me away from that. Like, I owe you so much. Like, you don't even know. And for my best friend who is currently overseas, my best friend and brother of going on 8 years now, man. 8 years, dude. It's been a long time. To my best friend Adam, bro, I just want to say thank you so much for always showing love and support on my stuff. Always asking to check out my music. Always asking me, hey, what am I doing? Music-wise. And, really keeping me in positive spirits and, saying, hey, fuck those haters. Like, when I wanted to give up, dude, you never let me give up on myself. Like, you saw what I was capable of, and every day I would talk to you, you push me to do what I need to do, and I'm so grateful that you did that. Because now I actually have a very good work ethic. Like, I'm constantly working on my music now. Like, you've always been that guy that has, stood your ground and helped me in any way that you could. Despite what other people think, man. Like, you've held your ground and definitely pushed me to a place where I needed to be. I can always say right out the rip, bro, you and Brittany are like, you guys are two of my closest and most best friends ever. Like, I couldn't ask for two better friends than you guys. And with Britt, if our friendship turns into something more, hey, that's awesome. Like, that'd be cool if our friendship went to that next level. But, as I told you, I'm not going to rush things. I'm going to let you take your time with who. Like, I'm not going to force it. Like, if it happens, it happens. If not, hey, that's cool. And, I just want to say thank you to everyone else out there as well that has actually, stood their ground and actually helped me. Including my buddy Chris, aka Nylet. Shout out to my buddy Chris. What's good, bro? Love the new videos. you know, first I want to say thank you for that badass chord for my guitar. That shit actually helped in a major, major way. Like, I'm so grateful that you sent that over. I'm actually getting use out of it. I absolutely love it. But most of all, like, I want to say thank you for being a good friend and basically trying to keep my head on my shoulders, even when I had my head stuck up my own ass. Like, you were the dude that always pulled it out and stuck it back on my shoulders and said, hey, keep your head on your fucking shoulders. Like, I can't thank you enough for that, man. And just in general, everybody that has shown, so much love and support for my music and me getting back into it full time. You guys are freaking awesome. Like, I'm in a better headspace now than what I was before. I'm doing much better, actually, than what I was. Like, I'm doing 100% better than what I was before. Because I don't know if you guys saw my YouTube video live stream thingy the other day. And by the way, I am going to be streaming on YouTube, but it's not going to be very often. It'll be like a once a week thing. But, it's like I said, for those of you that, did see that live, last year was a shit show for me. Last year was a joke. And I absolutely hated it. Like, last year was, I can honestly say this, the worst year of my entire life. 2021 was the worst year ever for me. And I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that we're into a new year. Like, I'm glad that I'm able to, get back to doing what I love to do. And it just feels good because I've actually put out more energy into doing my music now more than ever before. But, I can say that this year's definitely going to be my year for sure. And I know a lot of people are going to ask too, like, why do you stay in your room all day? It's not that I stay in my room all day. It's that when I'm staying in my room, it might look like I'm not doing anything, but I actually am. I'm actually working on shit, ideas, putting stuff out. Even if the ideas don't go anywhere right away, I'm still doing something to be productive. Now, as far as my music goes, I did put a lot of my albums on hold because there was one specific album that I had started working on like early last year, like in February, March of last year. And at the time, it was just an idea. It wasn't anything major. It wasn't anything, huge. But it was just an idea that I had. And I started to work on a couple designs. And that got put off due to obvious reasons. But I've actually picked that project back up and I'm actually going full force with it. I'm actually currently I'm actually putting off all my other albums because I really wanted to pump this one out before anything else. The album I'm currently working on now is a 80s-ish style electronica slash techno slash dubsteppy EDM kind of album called Cyberjunk. It kind of is me combining 80s old school, techno grooves and beats and synths and all that stuff with modern day, synthesizers, growls, all kinds of crazy sound. Some of it's very weird, to say the least, but it's also very, very good. And I can honestly say that this is an album that I'm actually very, excited about working on. I actually just released the first single of the album, which is actually self-titled as Cyberjunk. So I just dropped that on the SoundCloud. If you've not done so yet, go to my Facebook profile, check it out, hit it up, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I just wanted to pop in, give you guys an update, let you guys know what's going on. But most importantly, I wanted to pop in and say thank you to everybody that has, had my back this whole time. And that has, actually, stood beside me through all the craziness, and, has not faltered and has actually stood by me. Like I said, my best friend Brittany, Adam, everybody, man, you guys are fucking awesome. I love every single one of you guys. Brittany and Adam, you guys especially, because you two have been my rock when I wanted to give up. Like, you two, you guys push me to do the best that I can do, and there's no words that I can say to describe how thankful I am for you guys being in my life. Especially you, Britt. Like, when I wanted to give up on life and I wanted to throw my life away, you kept me from throwing it away and showed me that, throwing my life away is not worth it. And that I actually have something worth fighting for. And Adam, you pushed me in a very similar direction, bro. You have always, kept me in a positive mindset. This morning when we were talking, you really and truly made me realize that, I have people that do enjoy my music. I have people that love what I do. And if I just focus on those people, everything else will fall into place. And I can't thank you enough for that, man. I really, really can't. Like, I cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done. Like, I know that you told me that, I do inspire you and stuff, and I'm glad that I do. But to be honest, dude, you inspire me way more than I could ever hope to do for you or anyone else. Because you always are there to, give me the advice that I need. And, you always tell me, screw what the haters think. They're nothing. You're better than that. You're better than they are. Fuck what they think. Screw them. And, I can't thank you enough for that, man. Honestly, dude, I wish I could actually put into words just how helpful you've been to me. Between you and Brittany and everybody else that I talked to that has held me down, I feel much better than what I did last year. And I can't thank y'all enough, man. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for everything that, you guys have done for me. Well, with that being said, I am about to hop off here and get back to working on some music. I just wanted to pop in and say thank you guys to all y'all that have been showing love and support and have actually been there for me from the very beginning. Like I said, I just wanted to name off those two names and, give my thanks to them and, show them the love that they deserve, because it's the people that are behind the scenes that, push me and push other artists that don't get the love that they deserve. A lot of the time, these people that keep these artists going, that put them in a positive headspace, they don't get the love that they deserve. They don't get the shout out or the respect that they deserve. And my two best friends, Ivan and Brittany, they definitely do deserve so much praise and love for everything they've done for me. And I genuinely mean that. You guys have done so much more for me than you could ever imagine. You guys have done so much for me that there's no way in hell I would ever be able to pay it back. But I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I'm definitely excited to make this year my year for sure. I'm very excited to be releasing my first album, Cyraxx, very, very soon. And just getting things back on track where they need to be. But yeah, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. I fucking love you guys. And let's make 2020 the year for me to get my shit. Let's make 2022 the best year ever. I fucking love you guys. Peace. Stay safe, stay humble, and stay positive. I love you guys. Peace. And keep being you.